Man, what a beautiful day. So, Memorial Day weekend. The windows stopped working in this thing. I think I have some broken wires in the door jamb of this truck. I've checked everything else, but guessing in this boot somewhere, I'm gonna find some broken wires. Because not only did the windows stop working, the lights stopped working. So what happens is they just, from opening and closing, they get pinched in there and they'll wear through eventually. So I'm gonna get this boot opened up as much as I can to see. I might just split it down the center and then take it off and then be able to just slide it back over, and I can just run some tape around it to wrap it back up. Well, trailer's clean. Sunny day, and we are starting out a little overloaded today. Had this mower brought in for a customer. Came from a John Deere dealer out in Iowa. They got a bunch of different locations. It's got like 60 hours on it, and all the way from Iowa headed to Maryland. You know, I was just thinking today, I was like, man, I don't have enough problems, and I need something else to do. Well, I didn't know anything about 6.7s. The old water pump came apart. So, looks like I'm gonna start taking this thing apart, spin all the other pulleys. It's got debris everywhere from that belt, and get it cleaned up and start getting it apart, make sure everything else spins freely, and maybe I'll just need a belt and a water pump, or see if any of the other pulleys are a problem, because, you know, I had an offer to trade this thing in, maybe make a deal on something else, maybe a straight up deal, but I'm gonna have to get it running before we can do that. It's a shame, but, you know, hey, sun's shining. I wasn't busy, completely swamped, but what's it matter? I've got some things I can move around while I look at this thing, and I really was gonna take the rest of the afternoon to get stuff done around here and get some stuff moving, get some vans loaded up, you know, just stuff I can be around here. So, and this can sit for a couple days if it needs to, but I was just fired it up and was gonna hook it to that trailer there to go pick up some truck beds, and noticed that it said the battery's probably dead now, probably won't start. Yeah, it came up and said battery voltage low, and the coolant started getting a little warm, and got a coolant low light, and at least it happened in the driveway, I guess. Couldn't happen in a better spot. I just moved it right over here closer to the shed where all my tools are, and start working on this thing. I'm shipping a $80,000 or so truck, and unfortunately this is what they sent to pick it up. It's not gonna fit on there, and I'm not gonna risk my company over something like that. So when they say a three-car hauler showing up from a different company, not even the same information on that, luckily I was here to catch it. So, not happening on my watch. Oh, back to work after a long weekend is never easy, but I've got about 1.5 million things. Got that mower I showed you guys this morning. We're taking that to the customer. They're actually they're from where I grew up, so that's how they knew me and knew of me. I had shipped what was it? I had shipped, oh, this was a long time ago. I had shipped I want to say it was like a Kubota tractor with a loader, a mower, a box scraper, a bunch of attachments back when I had the Duramax and the 2-car. And I guess he was talking to his brother and said, call me and see if I can't get this from Iowa. And I did. It took me a little longer than what I wanted to, but it's kind of been tough getting stuff moved here recently. I don't know if Blitz Week and then holiday, I don't know if people weren't running, but it just didn't seem like we were getting bites on anything that we needed to get moved. So I'm gonna deliver that now. I had to bring my notebook with me because I've got stuff going everywhere. I've got, excuse me, Anthony picking up truck beds headed to Connecticut and Massachusetts. I've got some new help, well, not new help, new to kind of helping me with this, but I've moved a lot for this guy, and he's got a 2024 F350 waiting for his F450 to come in. He runs a land clearing business, and he also has like a diesel repair shop, buys and sells trucks, kind of just does it all. But he's a little slow right now and said, hey, if you got any work, let me know, I'll help you out. And he's running to, he's got 3 stops to make. He's going to New York, New York, and Maine. So he's getting picked all up this morning. So I got him moving. And he's pretty well, Anthony is. I mean, both of those guys, Anthony and Grant, are self-sufficient. It's like, here's the addresses, this is what you're getting, and I don't hear from them. They'll send me a picture that's loaded, and then I let them know when we get paid, so it's easy. And I appreciate that kind of help because sometimes you don't have time to babysit all day. So those 2 guys are rolling. What else do we got going? I've got to find a driver to get a vehicle shipped from Boston all the way to, I think, like Seattle. I've got a truck to get out of Panama City, Florida, back to Pennsylvania. And I've got a truck in Baton Rouge, Louisiana that needs to come to Pennsylvania. So I had to bring my notebook with me because I sat down yesterday evening and wrote everything down. So I had everything kind of figured out about if this one was covered, if that one's covered. Now I've got 3 trucks to get moved. And then finally got a hold of somebody about those vans that I tried to deliver last week. So they say someone's going to be there after 2 o'clock. My plan is to drop them. And even if I can't find anybody, I will take the keys with me and they can give me an address to mail them to. Because I'm not making a 3rd attempt to deliver something for... The dealership's been awesome, which has been nice. The lady at the dealership's like, I'm getting frustrated. I'm sure you're frustrated. I'm like, listen. We'll get it done if we can just find somebody. So she's been doing the light work of finding who is actually on site and who can accept the keys and what time they'll be there. Well, we're gonna attempt to deliver these. And when I say attempt, we attempted a week ago to deliver these. We kind of figured some things out. And honestly, if no one's there, they told me leave them in their parking lot. And if no one's there to accept the keys, we will find an address to overnight them to. So, I'm cool with it. I got them stacked on here, and they go about an hour or so south of me. Oh, got a couple other things to do today. I've got to pick up some wheels and tires for my big enclosed trailer. I don't know if you guys have noticed, it's been sitting in the background with missing a couple wheels. Well, triple axle, 16-inch Chinese wheels, they keep cracking. I've had like 3 or 4 crack on me. So I've been attempting to locate a cost-effective way to replace them and maybe find a wheel that's not just the same old Chinese wheel. Well, I found this, the lady that posted them Just they get shipments of them in. The wheels are unfortunately Chinese, but they're brand new, so I figure if they last a year. But they've got 14-ply tires already mounted on them, so that's a plus. So I can just buy the wheels and tires together, and it's actually the deal she's giving me because I'm buying 4. I think they're about 100. Wait, let me think here. So one time I was in a bind, all right, and there's this place local to me. I was like, can I get a spare wheel and tire combination? I'm in a bind, I'm out of spares, I need a spare. I didn't really ask price or anything. He came out with I want to say it was that white wheel that I have is where that wheel came from, and they charged me like $400 for a wheel and a 14-ply tire. Now I figure I can get the tires for about 170 bucks at a local place here, mounted. So you figure they charged me $230 for a wheel. This lady that I'm getting them from, I can get wheel and tire for, I think she's gonna say $250 a piece. So you gotta figure, you know, you got 170 on the tire and you've got 80 on the wheel. That doesn't seem too far off. So I'm gonna pick up 4 of those today. I would probably pick up more, but she only has 4 left right now, and I told her to save them for me. So, but I told her, I was like, hey, if you get these again, like, or, because I don't know how or why they get them in, to be honest with you. I said, let me know. I or somebody else will probably be interested in some more of them. Just because those wheels are known to crack. It's so nice to be able to have a wheel and a tire, even if you keep like a couple in the shed, just in case. You know, go figure, you come out on a Sunday to get ready for the next week, and there you go, you've got a flat tire because the wheel's cracked. So let me explain a little story to you, and then maybe I'll get maybe I'll actually have a couple stories of because of what happened last night. But anyways, let me get your opinion on this. So I had a delivery to make that I had a guy that's been helping me out do. Okay, place is open 8 to 5. He shows up at 4:30. It's a single truck bed needs to be delivered. I've been to this location before. So when he called me and told me this, I wasn't surprised. This guy, he showed up at 4:30, and no, you can't find anybody when you get there. You walk into their office, which is like their entrance to their building, like for customers, and you'll get yelled at because his dog is in there that's not friendly. Like, you have a dog that's not friendly at a place where there's customers coming in. Doesn't make sense to me. Okay? So he'll huff and puff that he's got to unload you. And the last time I was there, and I haven't gone back, thankfully, since, is my trailer was a week old, and he ran his forklift because it has no brakes on it into the side of my trailer, destroying the light and the fender and the front of the fender and everything. So of course he's rude to the guy that's helping me out, and he doesn't take any shit. He's like, do you want this stuff or not? Like, or we'll just take it back. It's not a big deal. Do you want it or not? And of course, the little whiny guy already calls or emails and says how unhappy he was with the delivery. Well, where do I put my complaint in for how unhappy you want me to get on Google and leave you a review on your business page and tell you how unhappy I am with the way you treat people when they come in? Because when I was there, it was like before lunchtime, maybe like 10 o'clock or something. It was in the morning. And not only did I get shit, there was another delivery guy in there. I think he had like I think he had like a box truck or something and was delivering parts. And that's when I walked in the office, and that guy was already in there yelling about the dog, about people coming in, because I guess somebody was supposed to be sitting up front and not letting people come in if his dog's at the shop or something. I don't know. And then he had the garage door open like that much, and the dog's like trying to get underneath the garage door, I guess, to get out. I mean, why would you risk a lawsuit having a dog like that? All it's gonna take is a delivery guy or customer to walk in and get bit, and then you're getting sued. Especially if I go back there and I get bit by that dog after I've been there, hearing you say that the dog's not friendly. It's like, God. It's like they complain that they don't have their stuff yet, and then yet you deliver it, and then they still complain that they have to unload it, and that, you know, nobody called ahead. Well, there's nobody in that office. I've done it before. So it just gets frustrating, and it's like, I don't think people understand how frustrating, especially when you're trying to, like, you know, schedule everything out. Hey, that's what time I'll be there. So they're expecting you. Get it off so you can call the next person. Hey, this is what time I'll be there, because he had 3 stops on that load. So it's like, you weren't the first one. You're the second stop, so he's going to give you a time range of what time he's going to be there, depending on traffic and being in New York, and how long it takes him to get unloaded at his first stop. Help! Just unloaded a new set of tires I had. I got a new set of wheels and tires for the enclosed. Big enclosed is gone. It is on the road with a guy that I've known for a long time. He's kind of starting his own outfit, kind of getting started, helping me, things like that. So he needed the 2-car enclosed for this weekend, so I told him, or this week, I told him to take it. I put it had 2 brand new tires on it, and I put 4 brand new wheels and tires on it since they were cracking. So I sent him out with that. He's gone. He just left. I was supposed to head out with these. I had this one. These are usually pulled far enough forward that you can flip the ramps, but I had those 4 wheels and tires sitting up there on the trailer, and I was supposed to head out with these. Well, I was also supposed, God, I can't talk. I was also supposed to start part of my new gig. Got another new hauling gig. Guy just called me not too long ago. He's having issues, so I don't know if it's gonna start tomorrow, but it is what it is. Pretty optimistic about it. Gonna be definitely hauling something a little different, which you guys will see. It's on the case of this camera. You guys will see all that. But so I was gonna send these 2 with another carrier with a buddy of mine, and then I was also gonna send this with another buddy of mine and just leave him on this trailer and let him take it. This trailer's having some brake issues, so I'm gonna investigate that tomorrow morning. Doesn't sound like I'll be heading out. I didn't need this trailer for what I was gonna be hauling, so I just needed my truck. I don't know if that'll tell you what I'm gonna be hauling, but a couple of you guys know, so don't spoil it. But and then the single cab's got that. I'm gonna get that torn down. If I don't go anywhere, I'll get that torn down tomorrow. Get the water pump, get that fan pulley off, make sure it didn't bust anything up, and then just order all the parts I need one time, get them next week, and then either next week or next week and get that done, so that truck's back on the road. And would like to get traded out of that truck into something else, but that's it. Just locking my stuff up, and then I'm going to call it a night. Just had some nasty storms come through here, and I was just mowing the grass in the rain, so I am soaked and ready for a hot shower.